Give a big round of applause. Associate V partner, Padma.
I get wings to fly.
Have to look at me. How I have to teach the people a lesson.
Five years ago, I did not understand the purpose, but was a dream. There was a vision to save people and make people alive. That was the highest dream I had few years ago. First of all, how I came into the focus of success. I want to share that about myself. The foremost important priority for me is Mauna. SOS, practicing Mauna. I could get the focus only after I started going inside and watching what I really wanted to do. Mauna was introduced by Dato Vijayeshwaran 2.5 years ago. When I was slightly, or 3 years ago, when I was slightly losing my focus, when I went to one of the Singapore events, there I met him personally, and that was the time he put me to Mauna, and he explained the importance on Mauna. Can I come down? Thank you. To me, Mauna is the blueprint for my future. Can you construct a house without a blueprint? No. We need a blueprint, isn't it? We need the planning, how the rooms has to be constructed. That's what has done. It's going to be happening in Mauna. Until we know where we have to go, until we know what we have to achieve, we cannot even take one step further. That work has to be done 100%. So once I understood that, this thought process is the most powerful thing. It has to go into the thought. Without a thought, nothing can going to happen. So I started strengthening the thought of my dream, what I want to be, how I want to take my team, how I want to take my family further. Then started focusing, visualizing. Visualizing is a part of Mauna. By visualizing how my future has to be, how I have to be for the people, how the people have to look at me, how I have to teach the people a lesson. These are all the part of my vision, a part of my dreams. So when Dato explained me about that, this is going to definitely become a part of your life. This is going to be a habit. The practicing the success should become a part of our life. So when he explained that it has to go for 21 days initially, it was very, very difficult. It is not easy. How many people think it's easy practicing Mauna 21 days continuously without a break? People who practice that understand. But this is where we need to be determined. Do it again and again and again until we succeed, until we achieve it. So initially I used to break. I used to do for 5 days. Next I will, like due to some reasons I will not be able to do it. But later further, that has doing Mauna, breaking and getting back again, breaking and getting back again. It has become a part of my life, and today I cannot live doing Mauna for 1 hour a day. That has, by practicing this has given me the ultimate success, and whatever I was writing on the book, whatever I wanted to be, I used to write it in the book. And some of my leaders, they see my old diaries, where I used to write what I am supposed to be, how my life is supposed to be. Each and everything has happened, and the dream has come true, which I was planning to have it for the next 20, 30 years have happened in 3 years, friends. So it's a very, very powerful tool. Only then I got the guidance how to lead my team. You know, this is a dustbin, too many things in the head. It's not easy, especially we are dealing with the human beings. It's not easy. It's going to be very, very tough day by day. Dealing so many people, dealing so many minds is going to be very tough for us. How are you going to deal them? Until you have a track and a channel to deal the people, to do their things. We have so many things every day. So many things are there to do. We cannot do everything at a time. Just putting them onto the track is practicing Mauna. And knowing how to do that is Mauna. To me, as a networker, that's what I understood. So I could segregate my works properly, delegate the work properly to different people. So the delegation has really helped me to achieve whatever I want to do. If I put around 15, 20 works that day, at least I'll be able to achieve 10, 15 works properly. If I don't do Mauna, what will happen? I will end up with doing nothing. When we end up with doing nothing, frustration. When there's no frustration, when there's a lot of frustration, what will happen? We'll end up with anger. When a lot of anger, we'll go against people, going against the team. It breaks the relationship. So many things. If the effect is the result, not practicing what I am supposed to practice, the result will be, I'll be an utter failure in this business. I'll be a failure for myself. I'll be a failure in my life. If I fail, what's going to happen? When I'm failing, what is going to happen? There are so many people depending on me. People's success is depending on my success. I cannot talk to people about success without me being a successful person, isn't it? A medicine which cannot work for me cannot work for my people, isn't it? So first thing we need to demonstrate in practicing certain things, certain tools, practicing certain weapons which are going to give us success. I believe strongly in one thing. You have to practice before you preach. No pointing in telling people what to do if you cannot do it. It's like a story, you know. One mother takes her child to the guru, because this child is very, very fond of eating sugar, too much of sugar. She takes the child she keeps telling the child not to eat. She tells repeatedly, but the child doesn't listen to her. So one day this mother takes her in India we say, took the child to Gandhiji. So Gandhiji, when mother took the child, Gandhiji will understand the problem there, but he'll ask the mother to bring the child next day. The mother takes the child next day, and the Gandhiji will ask her to bring the child the other next day. Like this, to bring him the next day, it goes on for 1 week. So finally, the 7th day, Gandhiji tells the boy, can you please stop eating sugar? It's not good for your health. The boy stops eating the sugar. The mother was shocked. Gee, you would have told this 7 days before. Why are you telling this now? Gandhiji replied her, even I have the habit of eating the sugar. If I cannot stop it, I cannot teach your child how to do it. I'm a very, very strong believer of practice before you preach. So I strongly believe if it is not possible for me, it is not possible for the people whom I'm going to preach. So it started like that, friends. So thanks to Dato Vijayeshwaran, me and my team and the family are very grateful to Dato Vijayeshwaran. Thank you, Ji. Today, not only me, in my team, there are so many successful people, so many financially retired people. And we can say proudly that it's only because of the practice of Mauna we have been successful. For the past 2.5 years, it is thousands and thousands of people. We sit as a groups with our teammates, giving them guidance what to succeed. There are so many people in a lot of confusion, not knowing what to achieve in life. A lot of them doesn't know what dream they have. A lot of people doesn't know how to dream. You know that? So first point, help our people how to dream. We should guide them where to reach. Sometimes people will not be hungry. Some children, our kids won't be hungry sometimes. We have to guide them. We have to give them food when they are hungry, when they don't know how to express it. Same way our people, they don't know what to achieve. Such times we have to support them and help them, guide them. As an upline, it is our responsibility. As a leader, it is our responsibility. So today, it's thousands. We sit in groups. Every Saturday, we meet as groups. Different centers. It's more than 30, 40 centers. We gather the top level leaders. They gather with the next 2-3 levels of leaders, as Sadi was explaining yesterday. We go to 3 levels of leaderships. And we sit with them and make them understand the importance of Mauna. We're consistently maintaining it for the past 2.5 years. And what will happen? We are in the system. What a type of system? In the duplication. So once we start doing it consistently without a break, this will obviously, it is going to go to the down the line. So we are trying to reach as many as people possible. It is not only helping the business, it's even helping us to develop our personality. And it is, I can say 50%, it will help us to grow as a good human being. What else we need more than that? A networker has to be a good human being before he's a leader. This Mauna is going to support us so much. And friends, about myself. Pardon? About myself, I started this journey 6 years ago. Before this, I had a little experience with some other companies which could not withstand when there were problems. 8 years of network experience. And before that, the worst experiences, which I feel that are the best experiences of my life. What I underwent in life, many of the people know, I think. I underwent so much, like all your problems put together, I think I would have faced it. Today, somebody's problem will not surprise me, because everybody's problem was my problem once upon a time. But still, I never gave up on one thing. I never gave up on myself. I always believed that there is a day where I will prove myself. There is a day where I will prove my friends what I am. There will be a day where I will prove my family what I am. There will be a day where I prove the society, people who laughed, people who has discouraged, made fun, so many. I thought I will definitely teach these people a lesson one day with my success that has happened. Put together, it was the family problem, financial problem. I got married at a very young age, at the age of 16, knowing nothing about what is a marriage life at least. And I gave birth to my first child at the age of 17, without knowing how to bring up the child at least. So from that time, I was brought up like a queen, like a prince. But later, the challenges I had to face in my life, all types of challenges. And every time, I used to think there is a better future. There's coming now, something else coming up, something else coming up. So I kept on working. I entered into traditional business because of I wanted to divert from my personal problems. I just kept on getting into different types of business, like retailing, textiles, like travel agencies, so many things. What I didn't know, I have touched each and every bit of different traditional businesses, so that I can make little from every business, so that I can survive financially. Slowly, I looked back and saw after 15 years, I used to invest a lot. How do I invest into my traditional businesses? Borrow and invest into the business. How many of the traditional business people are here? people who are into the traditional business. How many of us really have the investment left in the bank and we invest? So 99% it happens, we borrow the money and invest into the business, isn't it? So we end up with what? We end up with taking care of the financiers, families. We pay the interest and the financiers survive sitting in the houses. So like that, I worked for 15 years together just to make money. It is around $3,000 a month I used to pay as the interest. And I worked 15 years. I cannot even take care of my children. I go in the morning, 9 o'clock, come in the night at 10 o'clock. And this 13 hours or 15 hours a day, I just used to work to repay the interest to the financiers. It went on for 15 years. Finally, there was a day where I cannot continue the life like that anymore. Because more than the income, the interest what is going out has become more and more. So one fine day, the system will totally collapse. Financiers coming and knocking doors every day. It is sometimes, by helping my friends, I went into a lot of debts. By helping my family people, I went off into a lot of debts. Whichever business, whatever business I was doing, actually I was doing very successfully. But by helping these people, I went off into the shit. So finally, it's like a gift. This network marketing was a gift those days. I went into a few companies, but I was not really happy with the system there, selling. Selling was one thing which I did not really like selling different consumer goods or whatever it is. I did not like it. But I liked the system because of the binary concept and because of so many things initially. Initially, it was not easy for the person. I am always thankful to the person who brought me into the business, Mr. Firoz Khan. He's the one. So he's the person, I'm so thankful to him because the amount of effort he has put to introduce me or to convince me into the business. Because he has got the tact of making me understand what I want in my life. Friends, actually, believe me, I did not understand the plan when I signed up. Nothing. A lot of you know. How many of you understood the plan when you signed up? I did not understand the plan. But I only understood one thing. A person being in the financial crisis can only understand one thing. What is that? The maximum potential. Isn't it? There's a maximum potential of so much, $1,250 or something every day. That was what I understood those days. Okay, Firoz, fine. But how do I work? Akka, just leave it. We'll work together. That's how we started the journey. And later, then started the real challenges. Of course, I think you people wouldn't have got that challenges. Rejections. How many of you are facing the rejections? Oh. How many of you have got problems in your life? How many of you? Can be any type of problems. Can be financial, personal, family, social, anything. How many of you have got challenges in your life? Okay, how many of you have not have any challenges? You're very content, very happiest person. Very good. So you're all fit to be the great networkers. You know something? This business, this industry is for the people who want to challenge others, who want to challenge themselves, who want to make a change in their own lives. Friend, believe me, you want to make a change in your lives, this is the only business because I have done it already. People who put me into financial problems, my great friends or my family members, when I went to them to talk about network, about QuestNet, the greatest opportunity to understand what is the type of relationship these people are having with me all these days. Everybody absconded. Nobody there. Nobody to believe and trust us and come into the business. My God, I thought I was helping the people, the wrong people, all these days, where I went into problems. It's the greatest opportunity for me to understand them. I thought I don't want anybody else in my life, including my own family members, blood relations. The first thing people who reject us are blood relations, isn't it? Not for everybody, for a lot of us. Agree or not? Yes. We have to go finally to them. Only after seeing our success, these people will be impressed with our success and come inside. Yes? Yes? So, tit for tat, I brought them finally into the business. After bringing my people into my friends, I brought my blood relations later, brought them under my friends. Sorry, this is not applicable for everybody, but maybe in my life, that was a lesson I had to teach some people. Thank you, Mamta. I can say I started working I signed up on 2001 June. 2001 June 1st I had signed up, I think. Yes, 6 years. Success was not easy. It took me 3 months to 6 months, if I remember, to sign up the first person. Do you know how many rejections I had? 60 people rejected me before I got my first sign up. And the person who showed me the plan is sitting here, Mr. Ramesh. Is my upline. He failed to convince me on the products, etc., but he was successful showing me the maximum potential. So thanks to you, Ramesh. So the 60 rejections, one day we had a training by Dato in Chennai office with 20 people. I'm always the front bencher, you know. I'll always keep my purse when I'll sit in the front row. So Dato asked us, how many of you want to give up on this business? I raised my hands, look around, nobody raised their hands. So I said, why do you want to? No, sir, so many people rejecting. I finished my list. I made a list of 50 people. I completed. Nobody is interested in this. Then you know the story Dato told us day before yesterday. The same story, his master, his upline story, who never gave up, just continued doing the presentations every day. That one story has changed my life totally. It has changed my process of thinking about this business. Do your duty, rest will follow. That's what I understood. Started doing my duties. What is my duty? Compared to what is my duty? I know as a business person, I work like a donkey for hours together where I take peanuts back. Don't you think so, friends? As a business, let it be a business or job, we are working for minimum 12 hours. What are we taking back? Are we paid every day? Are we paid for working every day for 15 hours? We are getting the pay 30 days later. For a business person, do we look into the profits every day or every month? We are looking into the profit and loss balance sheets only once in a year, isn't it? Or you look into your balance sheets every month. So year ending, looking at our profits, it's again another peanuts what we look at. And business people, 95%, it's very difficult to see the profits, isn't it? 95% of any business, traditional business is a failure because I have touched many, many businesses. So finally, we end up in paying the interest, but the profits are very, very less. The success rate is very, very less. So I started comparing. When I heard to Dato's story, his rejection story, then I really started comparing. What am I supposed to do for this business? Friends, what we have to understand is, this much of profits can you see in any other traditional business? What is the price we are going to pay for the profit we are going to receive in future? Don't you think there's the biggest price we have to pay? The biggest price what we have to pay for this is the patience. We have to be patient enough until we see the success. This doesn't work out immediately. It might take 1 year or 2 years, but not more than 3 years. I'm talking about the highest success. The starting point, this few checks, $1,000, $2,000 are all nothing, peanuts in this business. But your future is the day you flush out, the day your people start flushing out. That is just 3 years ahead from you. The process, how we do the business is secondary. But what are we supposed to do? What are our responsibilities? I understood that. I understood that. Just do my duty. That is what I understood from that Datto's story that day. And he also asked me another one thing. Padma, do you want to sign up under you? I don't know whether Datto remember this story. I reminded him that day. You want me to sign up under you? Wow. You want Japa on the one side and I said, oh my God, yes. I was very innocent, in this business that time. So I will definitely join under you, Padma. We are the uplines. We'll bring one coin under you. But I want a leader who is very experienced, a person who can handle anything in this business. Under such person, I'm ready to sign up. But that seniority or the experience only comes out of 100 rejections. If you are facing your 100 rejections and later you come to me, I'm ready to join under you. That was the paradigm shift that happened that day. And I started giving the presentations only to talk to people, sharing about the business. And saying yes to the business depends on their fate. Until the right time comes, nobody can enter into QuestNet. Nobody can sign up. The right time has to come into every person's life. Only then he will feel something happens to him and he will be convinced about the plan and they will sign up into the business. And one more thing, until the right time comes, we will not change our mind to be full-timers into this business. Even that right time has to come at the right time. You agree with me, Ramesh? So my journey started like that, friends. And too much of financial tensions. I was not able to cope up my business. I have too many businesses where I have to make money and repay the interest there. And taking care of my teams, it was very difficult. And so many people ask me to come full-timers. It's easy to come. It's very easy to tell to come as full-timers, no? Is it easy to go as a full-timer, leaving the existing business or job? It's not easy. Because until we have some basic security, we cannot leave the business or the job what we have. So what I had to do at that time was replace somebody in my existing businesses. Maybe if I am sitting in my business, I might be making 100% mark profit. But if I replace somebody, maybe the profit mark might be 50%. So in all the businesses, small businesses where I had to appoint somebody and started working for this. Went on, after my 60 rejections, I got my first sign-up, my friend Shamla, and the system went on and on. I think Shamla needs a big applause for that, for giving the first person who signed up, and Mr. Murali Raman, who's there in the hall. So journey started, friends. We worked hard for 2 years, or 1.5 years. Went off very well. Everybody started talking about India. You know, India itself is a big continent. India is the biggest continent. Not each state, each city itself is a country. In India, each city itself is a country. So we have so much of potential, at the same time, too much of people who are spectacle also. It's very difficult to make them understand. Like every country says, even India is different. We are different. Because we only believe people who are very native, look like us. It's like, it's not easy for the foreigners to come and convince us, because we think that we are very clever. Nobody can convince us. But still, sometimes we are foolish also. So the journey went on. We went off 2 years. It was a very interesting journey. I got my first check. You have to go through my process of my checks also. Of course, I'm not going to talk about how much I'm making. We don't want. The $50 took me, the first $400 took me 6 months. 6 months, I completed my first step. Next year, I could get around $4,000 next year. Journey is going on very well. We are very highly motivated. That was the time our dreams started getting disturbed. There the problem started coming up. It's good, no? The tree is full of fruits. Will they hit the tree which is full of fruits or without fruits? Full of fruits. Obviously, no? So, the Indian Questnet is full of fruits. It was going very high spirits. So, people started throwing the stones. So, we had to end up with some challenges. It's not challenges, the challenges to the level of the MD of the Indian operations, Ms. Pushpa Mapla Naidu, my guide. She's my guide. She has been arrested. She was arrested and she was behind the bars for 30 days. The operations in India were closed. Accounts were frozen. They're not supposed to do no movements at all. Few of us, few of our teammates were taken to the police station. We were questioned. And my leader and some of them were put behind the bars. Some leaders were behind bars for 1 week and Ms. Pushpa was there behind the bars for 30 days. To be frank enough, friends, till that day, my conviction levels were not at all good. I can say my conviction level is maybe 10%. Somewhere inside, I had a fear. What if something happens to this company? Understand? How many of you had that fears before? What if something happens to this company? That fear was there always, where I could not give my full-fledged potential. I cannot work full-fledged. Because always there's a fear. I am being responsible for so many people. And something goes wrong, I am answerable. They will definitely catch hold of me. What do I do? But thanks to the people who has created the problem, only after that I understood how powerful Questnet is. It was the acid test for Indian market. It is the real acid test. The case went on for 6 months, and the way the company is responding to the problem, I was amazing. I thought, this is the company where I will leave my last breath. Full-fledged, I understood what this company is, how strong this company will stand for us. I'm not bothered about what the type of products the company is going to give. Sorry, to me it is like that. I'm not bothered about the products. I'm not bothered about the plan. I'm just bothered about the foundation of this company. I never fight for anything else. Only I'm just convinced with the foundation. I know that this family we is going to be forever supporting us. Later, I took a role. Till that day, I was a leader. But later, I took a role of a mother. Can a mother leave the children on crisis? That was the role I understood. And my children, who just supported me because of the trust they had in my leadership. There were few people who just believed me, and even after so much of crisis, they started walking, following me in this process of changing people's life. That was the day we formed this team called Ocean. And since last 3 years, we have been dedicated our lives to change people's lives. And now how to take my team over. Challenges, it is essential. Without challenges, we cannot grow. But later, how I took it over, how I could take my people along with me as a family. This has become, finally in this journey, it has made me as one of the family members in each and every teammate. In every downlines family, I will be the one of the family member. How it has happened. As I understood the role of a mother. One thing what we have to understand is, we are all human beings, isn't it? God has given different characters, isn't it? Everybody has got different characters. Can you behave like me? Can she behave like you? Everybody has different faces, different characters. Do we have rights to say no to his character? He's a God's creation. If I'm saying no to his character, that means I'm saying no to him. So when every person has been created as a different characters, what we are supposed to do is accept every single person as he is. Every person is selfish. Every person, we are selfish. Are we not selfish? We are selfish. Agree or not? All of us are selfish. And everybody is also selfish. As long as I take myself seriously, nobody will take me seriously. If we are very serious about our dreams, our family, our future, the team will never take us seriously. Here, the paradigm shift we need to do is take our people's dreams seriously, not our dreams seriously. And what is going to follow? Our success is going to follow automatically. We need not work for ourselves, work for the people. Natural path, success will keep working. It's like a success is like dog's tail. If a dog is trying to catch the tail, you cannot catch it. If the dogs keep running, the tail will automatically follow the dog. The same way success follows. The way you give the service to the people, the way you work for the people. Yesterday, the way Sati was explaining about the rule number 3. Unknowingly, I did not know this is a process, but we have done all that. Just picked up some people in the system who are committed. Me personally, I have a system to adopt the people. Until they are committed for the downlines, we don't adopt them. Until they are very serious about their lives and the downlines life seriously, we don't take them into the system. So it is not signing up a person. The day you sign up the person, it is just a beginning. Generally, the downlines come and ask you, why don't you give some people under me? That is the foolest thing. If you want a support from your leaders, never ask them to give people under you. Ask them to give the highest support. That is where you can grow. So we started supporting the people down the line, and it started the relationships between us. It's like a mother and a child relationship. Like a lot of people come back and ask, what do you mean by the relationship, the mother and the child relationship? Do I have to teach you how to behave like a father or a mother? Should somebody come and teach us how to behave like a mother? Somebody has to teach you how to behave like a father? No. Same way, is it difficult to behave the same way to our children, to our teammates? Actually, friends, to be frank, to talk about something very seriously, our children, we are very selfish, we are very caring, we have a lot of concern for our children. We don't know what is going to happen in future. We don't know what they're going to do with our lives. We don't know what type of support we get in the old age from them. But today, because of the teams we are growing today, grooming them, this is the future which is giving the ultimate success and the future for our children. Our children and we are going to survive because of our teams. So how much we have to give back to them? When we are able to give so much to our children, how much we have to give back to the teams who are making us successful today? That's what we are supposed to do. Just adopt them, love them, be concerned about the teams, like your own children. You know, while talking, you cannot convey the love and affection for the people. It is something called vibration. The vibration you have within will start passing down the line. You have to feel it here, not here or here. Talking doesn't make difference. How much of concern we have for the people, show it in the action, the way you work for their dreams, the way you work for their children's dreams, the way you're trying to get them out of the problems. That is very, very important. That is the ultimate. In network marketing, nothing works out. Only the relationship building works out. Only the care and concern you give down the line works out. Because this is a family where we have to travel together till the last breath. Today, every leader in the hall, whoever is there around you, just trusting you and depending on you, this is the family who is going to be there till your last breath. Then how much of love and concern you have to give to those people? Agree? Today, we are able to at least think of our wildest dreams. Don't you think it is because of them? Be thankful to the uplines for the support and the entry they have made for us. At the same time, we have to be grateful for our lifetime, for our downlines. That's what my experience is. There's a very big family, friends, behind us. We might be having so many problems. We should never give priority for our problems at all. The problem and the commitments are like a railway track. Generally, we keep complaining about the problems. We have that problem to do the business. We have this problem to do the business. My family is suffering. My wife is suffering. My children are suffering. We have that, this, that, that. But do you think there's an end for the problem in life? Is there end? There is no end for the commitments. I have that commitment. I have these problems. There cannot be an end for it. This is like a railway track. The problem and the commitment keeps on going together. We cannot stop working or we cannot come out of our commitment levels for at any cost. Whatever happens into our life, we have to be fully dedicated to the people and to the support we give to them. And like Sati was an excellent thing what he was explaining, adoption of the people. That's what I did. Just adopting the people. Just took up some set of people and started grooming them. And I have a biggest ego, you know. I always feel that this person is my direct. He should never fail. That is the biggest ego I have within myself. If I sign up any person into QuestNet, there is no point of failure in his life. And what will people do? When we bring our directs and make them successful, don't you think they will duplicate the same thing down the line? Obviously, they will do we are into the duplicating system. Whatever we do to the downlines, they're going to do the same thing to them also. Isn't it? Like that, whomever I brought into the system, it takes a process. It's not just signing up a person and leaving them the next day. It is the system where we have to be teaching the people. Train the downline. Without training the system, never get into the system. The foremost thing after signing up the person, until he knows the entire system, never ever let him do the prospecting. The first 1 week or 2 weeks, the system what we have created is, he has to undergo the different process of trainings, the basic trainings, the process of why people fail in this business, and what is his responsibility as a leader. The minute he signs up 1 or 2 people, he's already taken a role of a parent. As a parent, what are his responsibilities for the downlines? After teaching that only, we have to leave these people to go for the prospecting. Without equipping a person, without teaching him this, if we leave, what will happen? They think things are very easy. They go out, talk to people. What will happen? Rejections. Rejections will definitely make the person down. So obviously, they're going to leave us. But once, majorly where I focus is, I tell the person how difficult this business is. More than showing them the heaven, I show them the hell part of this business. This is what is going to happen here. This is how the people are going to reject you. But this is what the success is going to be. Which part do you need? And mostly, we select the people who go into the tough times in their life. The needy person is the right person for this business. A person who is completely settled in his life may not be taking a lot of pain to develop this business. He may not be putting a lot of pain to teach the people. He may not be patient enough to see the success, because for him, success means something else. But a person who is needy, who is suffering financially, or suffering in different problems, for that person, this can be the ultimate who can change his life. Say any problem, name any problem, the answer is only QuestNet or networking, friends. Believe me. That's what I've seen in these 6 years. People entering into this networking with different types of problems, and the only answer, the only happiness they're getting is only through this business. And this is changing the mindset day by day. Initially, all of us are coming inside only for money, isn't it? Like, no point in talking to them of something else. The point we need to talk to them is only about money. Every person is hungry for money now. So we have to fill that first. Later we can talk about something else. So you know that very well, that every person is hungry for money. 99% of the people who enter into the network marketing are hungry for money. So don't you think we have to give what they are hungry for? Do you think so? Yes. So what should we work for? Money. Our money or their money? Their money. So obviously, once we give what they want, don't you think they'll come behind us? For the to lead the people, we have to see to it they follow us. If they don't follow us, we cannot lead them, isn't it? I cannot go alone saying that I'm leading somebody. There should be somebody standing behind me, isn't it? To see to that somebody follows me, somebody is coming behind me. So what I have to do? I have to give something which is very attractive. So I have to give something which is going to be very attractive. So that is only the checks which we can show them. So what we need to do is select some set of people and start working on their checks. Just take them till the way where they cannot go back to their existing job or the business. That's the only one thing we need to do, this to minimum 6 people to the maximum of 12 people. Once you bring them away, suppose if they're making $1,000, see to that person makes $1,250 monthly. If somebody else is making $10,000, see to that he makes more than $10,000. Obviously, that person is going to come out. Everybody can think. He's going to come out full as a full-timers later. Just start working on everybody. Left and don't look into the power legs or the weaker legs. We have to respect the power legs more because only because of the power legs we are able to make on the weaker legs also. Start just working on the checks, just to get them. You do what you're doing to the downlines, they're going to do the same thing, friends. And in the process, I have groomed some people, and today my success is only because of them. So help me present my family in front of you. Can you please permit me to bring my family? The foremost support I'm getting, without my children's support, I don't think I can. I would have given my fullest to my teams. Please help me welcome my sons, Chetan and Ashwant. Chetan is a music master who is playing here, who is giving the ultimate. Chetan and Ashwant. And they have done the highest sacrifice, not bothering me when in the process, this 5-6 years, I have totally dedicated myself. Chetan, can you come here? Yashwant, come. I have totally, 100% I have dedicated myself to develop the teams. And they are the people who have done the maximum sacrifice, just letting their mother be for somebody else. And I'm the proud mother for them today. I'm the proudest mother. Both of them make very proud of me. And this is my first family. Can you allow me to bring my second family also? Can I bring on the stage my pillars who were there in this 5 years journey, who made me so successful? Without them, friends, I don't think I would have achieved even 1% of successful. They are the people who are behind my success, actually. Can you please help me welcome Ravindran, who is into the in-service? Munawar Ahmed. This is my real family, friends. Munawar, Shamala, Bharati, Vijayanna Dana, she is my first sign-up. After 60 rejections, Vijay and Dana, my family is more than my blood brother. They're my life. And my strongest pillar, Ramesh, strongest pillar of Ocean, Ramesh. Ramesh. So friends, with their support, I have built this empire. Today we have built an empire, and they helped me to come out with an organization, and this organization is only because of one person, Dato Vijay Ishwaran. Without his vision, I don't think we will be here. And this organization is gift back to my mentor, Vijay Ishwaran. And we are here, the entire organization, including my children, we are here to serve the we till the end. Thank you. The we! The we! The we! The we! Thank you very much.
Let's give a very, very big hand to Padma, Associate V Partner.